Before we do that, then I'll butt in.
Okay.
Even though I asked, there is a story that is famous. There are several famous stories.
Okay,
Several famous stories that you've told over the years, and I'm not sure when this was, but I'm pretty sure it was in college in Kansas City. The Circle K story.
Oh my God.
Or one of the Circle K stories. But this one involves an ice cream.
Yeah, the ice cream. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I know the one you're talking about. And I remember I remember telling it, what was it, the hotel bar in Clinton?
I think so.
I don't know, but I remember, yeah. You want me to tell that story?
I would love it.
Oh my God.
Have you heard this story?
I might have.
Okay. This is coming out of the randomness.
Yes.
My dear friend Joan said her favorite incarnation of me was as a clerk at Circle K, and I was like, I'm not sure that's good, but she likes it, so I like her, so that's good. But I worked at Circle K for a while. Buddy of mine was the assistant manager, and none of us had jobs because that's what you do when you have a theater degree. And
well, that was a job. You were a clerk at the Circle K.
None of us had jobs we wanted.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You didn't have a career.
But we were on a comedy troupe together.
That's true.
That
There's improv comedy we didn't talk about.
Amazing. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so at this point, I'm working the night shift. So I'm working 11 to 8 or something like that.
11 to 8
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad. But also good.
Right?
It was also...
This is Kansas City proper too, right?
Yeah. So, okay, wait. I'm not telling the hold-up story. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock, and I'm going...
Oh, there was a hold-up too.
Yeah, there was a hold-up too. But
that was awesome.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was...
This one's more peculiar.
This one's more peculiar. So part of the night guy's job is to clean the floors because no one's there.
Yes.
You can clean the floor. So I'm slinging the mop around, I'm mopping away, and I'm like, man, if this was... Imagine... I was doing this like mind shift thing, like reframing, like, okay, how would I mop the floor if this was my store?
Nice, yeah.
And I was like, I'd mop it like this, and I was mopping the floor, and I realized if you mop it as if it's your own store, you get more enjoyment out of it. And I was like messing with my head because I had nothing else to do, right? So I'm like, and then I was like, yeah, but I'm actually mopping some motherfucking dude's store, so I hate this,
right?
So I'm cleaning, I'm gonna do stuff, and I'm cleaning doors. So I go over to the doors, which in the Circle K at the time is a 24-hour shop. Mm-hmm. I realized as I was cleaning the door, there's no lock. The doors have no locks on them. There's no latch because it hasn't been closed in however long the Circle K has been there. That freaked me out. And then I was like, so I'm bent over. There's so many visuals in this story.
You can.
Oh, that's right. Hey, we got visuals.
We can do this. That way they can see you stand up a little bit better.
I don't know, but I'm bent over with my ass in the air, and I'm cleaning the windows on this thing. I'm cleaning off the windows. One of my jobs. Ching ching, the door next to me opens, and what I see is like bare legs from knee to foot, open shoe, unlaced tennis shoes, brand new tennis shoes, super. And I look up and it's like the Izog shorts. You can just see the little Izog thing on the bottom.
Because you're bent over cleaning the bottom of the door.
Cleaning the bottom.
Gotcha.
All I see is the customer walk in.
Okay.
And very ludicrously, I don't look up and see him. He walks in, and I hear him walk past me. And I'm like, okay, customer walked in. I'm still cleaning the door. It's 1 a.m., 2 a.m. at this point, and it's a little bit judgmental, I guess, because I saw clean shoes. Mm-hmm. I saw expensive shoes. So I chilled immediately.
Right.
So I'm like, okay. So walks over into the store, and suddenly it gets very, 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 very Eddie Murphy. Like, Eddie Murphy, like my butt got hot. I'm like, my butt's hot. What's going on? I got this weird feeling, and I look I stand up and look over my shoulder, and there's this dude, very clean cut dude, Izog shorts. He's got the little polo shirt on, he's all that, and he's wearing the shorts are not terrycloth, but gym short material, like the sweatpant material, but short. And he's bent over the ice cream thing. He's got one hand on the ice cream thing. He's got his other hand on his joint, and he's stroking himself, staring at my ass. And I'm like, what? What do I do? I'm like, my first instinct was to run out the fucking door and just go and I was like, but I can't leave the store. I'm like, oh, what do I? And he's like, and then he creeps me out because I'm like looking at him. He met my eye.
Oh no!
And didn't stop.
And didn't stop.
He didn't stop. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? What do I do? What do I do? So when in stress, soldiers rely on their training. So my training said, I looked up and I said, is there anything I can help you with? Immediately realized that was the wrong thing to say at that moment. I was like, oh, Jesus, no, I don't want to help him with that. But it worked. He stopped because I think it freaked him.
When you actually spoke.
When I spoke, you know.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Is there anything I can help you with? Because that's what clerks say, right? Yeah. So then I was like, okay, bad. Get behind the counter. Get behind the counter. So I go over, I had to get near him, go around the corner, and I'm just, okay, I'm behind the counter, I'm behind the register, in my happy place, I'm in a safe zone. Jackson takes a frozen Three Musketeers bar out of the cooler, closes it, struts over, literally struts over to the counter, boner, full pushing out of his shorts, not out. It's still inside the shorts.
Right.
He was stroking it through the shorts.
Okay.
You know, but fully visible, and he's proud. You know, and he walks up and he looks at me, and he's got a frozen Three Musketeers bar in his hand, and he puts $1 on the counter, and I'm looking at him, and I pick up the dollar like this. I ring it up and I drop it into the machine and I put the change on the counter and he takes the change and he walks out of the store.
Oh my God.
Out he goes.
It didn't say a word.
Didn't say a word. Never spoke. Dude never spoke. Clean cut dude. Frat boy looking.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
oh my gosh.
You know, totally clean cut. Walks out. I'm like, holy crap. Night shift is crazy.
You've got so many stories, but that is like my favorite one because of your punchline. Is there anything I can help you with?
Is there anything I can help you with? I
didn't mean that.
I did not mean that.
And then there's part of me that's like, I bet that was a frat boy dare. Like, do you think it could have been a frat boy dare?
If it was the deepest, clearest expression of frat boy homo, like latent, not willing to admit who they really are.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
I don't know. It felt like a coked up dude after hours.
Gotcha.
Who was trying to get off somehow.
Sure.
But he didn't have enough coke to actually.
And he liked your ass.
You know. I don't know. I guess I was wearing a long like Circle K frock. Right. White, I'm wearing jeans and shit. I mean, like, what is going on? You know, and part of me was like, me, really?
Were you like, well, thank you.
I didn't realize that was like a set of things out there that I guess all things, everyone has a place. You're attractive to someone. I mean, you know, it was crazy. That was just one of many fucking things that happened at that store.
Oh yes,
I'll
yes.
bet.
It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, late night convenience store stuff is always crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Tune in live every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central.
On the Unsung Screamers Facebook page, YouTube channel, and Twitter.
And check out our Unsung Screamers podcast.
Wherever you get your podcasts.